Welcome to this weekend edition of Dividend Explorer. If you want to support me in my dividend investing journey, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. Thank you very much. Last week I started my dividend investing journey, but this weekend I decided to change the plan. I had a feeling I was investing in the wrong stocks, so I took my dividend book, the Ultimate Dividend Playbook, to check if my screener was doing the right things. This book from Morningstar analyst Josh Peters has been the inspiration of my screener and investment plan. I will probably never get results or the deep analysis Josh can do, but it's an attempt. You can find an Amazon link to his book in the description of this video. Since the first thing I did after rereading the book was implementing some strict filtering rules, debt to equity ratio. Let's pull up Investopedia to see what this debt to equity ratio really means. In the article it says that a high amount of financing signifies high risk. Warren Buffett also seems to prefer stocks with a ratio of maximum 0.5. We are happy, however, we are happy with a rate lower than 1. The second was a healthy dividend attribution. So we set the limit that companies cannot pay out more dividends than what they are earning in profits. So that's to make sure that they can pay the dividend. This dividend payout ratio has to be smaller than 1. To make sure that there's enough money to pay out the dividend. To reduce the chance of picking out a loser, we filter out stocks where analysts predict a decline in the stock prices. Once we decided these filters, it was time for a new way of scoring. The new score is calculated in 3 very simple steps. First, we deduct the expected future gains that the analysts have set in their target prices. We deduct the difference between the current price and the target price from the current price to get to our base price. Then we calculate the average annual dividend growth based on dividends of the past 5 years. And finally, we subtract the current dividend price from the base price, increased with the expected annual increase from the base price. We do this until we get to 0, and then we have a count on how many years it would take until the dividends and the appreciation pay back our initial investment. The lower this figure, the better, and the higher the stock will rank. Doing so, we account for possible gains as well as possible dividend growth. I have also adapted my buying plan to be able to buy larger shares. Last week I had to skip some shares of the list because the broker did not allow to buy fractional shares for those specific stocks. Now I'm allowing myself to buy the stock, and for example, if the stock is worth $100, I will skip buying the stock next time the stock comes up in the list, but I buy 2 multiples of 50 of that stock. Next Tuesday and Wednesday already feature stocks that my broker does not allow to buy fractionally, so I will buy 2 shares of about $100 of each of them, but I will skip them next time they appear on the list. I have made the new list available on dividendexplorer.com. So next week I'll be buying Pembina Pipeline Corporation. This is another midline gas and oil infrastructure supplier. I will also buy my first REIT, and we will enter the food industry with Tyson Foods. That's getting quite good ratings from the system. The last two will be bought in a multiple of $50 because my broker doesn't allow to buy them fractionally. So I have to buy full shares, and I can't exactly buy for $50. I also added a new page on my website, dividendexplorer.com, that shows you the state of the portfolio. As you can see, you have the current yield, the expected 12-month payout, the cost of the portfolio, the current value, and the current capital gain. There's also a pie chart with the asset allocation, so you can see if I'm not overweight in one stock or another. I also created a scatter plot where you can see how the equities are performing with the gain and the yield on each axis. The scatter plot will show where the winners and the losers are, so we can maybe one day pull out the losing stocks and rebalance the winning stocks. If you have ideas for the strategy, well, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to exchange our thoughts. I also added a little graph to the dividend screener where you can see the, the dividend payout of the stock compared to the earnings of the stock. So you can be sure that. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe, like, and leave me comments.